100 miles. Long spiral to the 21-yard line to Dion to the 30. Dion out to the 35. Dancing 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Dion 20, 15, 10, 5. Dion Sanders.
Foodies! It's your boy Debo Vibes right here with the Week 14 recap of the Falcons Content Creators Fantasy Football League. Let's get it, let's go, come on!
Debo.
Bird Dude is coming off one of the boldest wins of the year with the upset victory of Jack Spade last week. In his way this week was the 4-9 Smitty Sports Machine. Bird Dude looked at Smitty and said, however, Smitty was not going down without a fight in a game that came down to the slice of margin. Bird Dude and his unbelievable team defeat Smitty by a score of 100 to 97. With the victory, Bird Dude goes into the playoffs with a 10-4 record. With the loss, Smitty's season ends at 4-10.
Debo.
Miss Carey and her big penance torn ACL energy came into the week with an 8-5 record. And this week, she went toe-to-toe with Berto 95 North. It was close at first, but Miss Carey pulled away. Miss Carey defeats Berto by the score of 125 to 104. With the victory, Miss Carey goes into the playoffs with a 9-5 record. With the loss, Berto's season ends at 4-10.
Debo.
Big Low Country continues to intimidate the league with his imposing power. And this week, an unsuspecting Boom Man Shouty was in his way. Big Low looked at him and scoffed, "What the world, Bo?" and destroyed Boom Man Shouty, yo, by a score of 154 to 105. With that victory, Big Low Country heads to the playoffs with an 11-3 record. Boom Man Shouty bids us adieu with a 4-10 record.
Debo.
A1 forever. Chris Tip Moore is continuing to be a threat to your boy Debo Vibes and my playoff chances. Coming into this week, Bro Talk was on an unbelievable revenge tour. However, Chris Tip Moore looked at Bro Talk and said, "This week, you shall fall." A1 forever takes care of Bro Talk by a score of 139 to 132. With the victory, Chris Tip Moore's playoff chances are still there at 7-7. And with the unconsequential defeat, Bro Talk season ends at 5-9.
Debo.
The Marvel Comics Universe bottom feeder known as T-Will has arguably put up one of the worst records I've ever seen. He came into this week's game with a 2-11 record. He has scored the least amount of points in the league by a wide margin, and on a weekly basis continues to get bitch slapped. One of his victories came against Jack Spade, and it's a defeat that Jack Spade has lingered over all season long and has won revenge under the Marvel Comics Universe bottom feeder for a long time. Well, that week happened as Jack Spade took on T-Will. T-Will having the worst record in the league, and Jack Spade having one of the most efficient and effective teams in the league. High scoring offense. So with that being said, what do you think the worst record in the league would do against one of the most efficient records in the league? Whatever you think it was. Jack Spade and his arrogance blows T-Will the fuck out. Bitch slaps the fuck out of that nigga by a score of 163 to 72. That's right, a damn near 90-point beatdown. With the victory, Jack Spade and his arrogance goes into the playoffs with a 10-4 record. And with the loss, T-Will no longer has to worry about being bitch slapped. His season ends at 2-12.
Debo.
Coming into this week, Bodie 3000 is coming off a shocking defeat against A1 Forever. It was a second straight loss. And this week, it was head-to-head, mano-a-mano, against your boy, Debo Vibes. Would it be 3 losses in a row? I was ready for it, y'all. Your boy was ready for it. But my team said, Debo Vibes, you might be ready, but we damn sure ain't. My team sucked this week, and Bodie took advantage of it, man. Bodie 3000 defeats your boy, Debo Vibes, by a score of 123 to 86. With the victory, Bodie 3000 goes to the playoffs with an 11-3 record. With the loss, I am currently tied with A1 Forever at 7-7 for the 6th and final playoff spot. It's to be determined if I make it or not. We shall see. I'm gonna tell y'all something real talk, low key. I better make it. If I don't make it, I swear to God, I'm deleting all these motherfucking videos. Each and every single one, goddamn. But like I said, we gotta see what happens. And with that being said, that is the Week 14 Falcons Content Creators Fantasy Football League wrap-up. Playoffs come next week. We'll see what happens. I'll catch y'all next week. Rise up.